Happy Saturday. Finally got around to making the video today. It's been a long day. Had to work out. Did chest today. Got in a good run this morning. Started having some issues with my groin that tend to come from my back injury. So didn't do conventional deadlifts today. Didn't do did strides, had the issue. Didn't do conventional deadlifts today, and didn't do step ups and pistol squats today. Did bend over rows, upright rows, and pin lay rows to work big back muscles instead, just to get make sure that I burned the equivalent amount of calories. I am actually working my way up to 5 sets or 6 sets of 10 on the conventional deadlift, but I have to be in good enough condition to do that, obviously. And it's going to be pretty hard coming off of the strides first thing in the morning on Saturdays and then doing that. That'll be my Saturday workout. I want to have one at least like close to hypertrophy leg day. Mainly just that movement to improve my conditioning for freeboarding, because you got to ride big hills, long hills, and the way I look at it is maybe I'll stick with the same way. I think I'm using like 250. Maybe I'll work it up to 300 and then just work up the reps, because I'm not trying to get my legs big. And I'll keep doing some 1 rep stuff or 6 rep stuff and working my way into maybe a max. But I'm thinking about always using my 6 day as my max, 6 rep max, not a 1 rep max, because going that heavy, you just never know what kind of damage you're gonna do, and getting up over 400 or 500 and stuff like that, it's just not it's a different thing. So basically what I talk about today very quickly is you can't beat yourself up if you cheat. This is not about perfection. This is about progressing towards your goal. It takes time. It takes at least a year. A lot of the time they should say give yourself 2 years. So if you have to lose 50 pounds and you're losing a half a pound a week, that'd take about 2 years. If you're losing a pound a week, that'll take you about a year. You're gonna have slip ups. You're gonna have mistakes. And what I think the best thing is to learn how to clean those mistakes up with activity. You can have some extra foods and some bad foods if you're willing to get out there and have a nice long strut to burn those calories off that you took in from having those negative foods, or add in a workout. But this is not about perfection. This is about having fun, learning how to recomp your body, learning how to eat the right foods that work well with your body. And if you mess up, clean up. It's that simple. If that means you have to get up in the middle of the night and go do a walk, that's what it means. If that means you have to get up early in the morning and do extra work, do 2 hours of weightlifting instead of an hour of weightlifting, maybe that's just what you have to do. And then get to bed early that next day, or eat the right foods so you don't have to deal with that. So, it's a mental game. It's very stressful at times, and it's very difficult to keep yourself motivated for that amount of time if you're trying to be rigid and you're trying to be this perfectionist, because that leads to binge eating. That leads to eating more of the things you don't need to be eating. If you have a little slip up here and there, you say, hey, I'm gonna go out tonight, just go out, and if you have a little extra, just get to work, but don't focus on trying to be a perfectionist. Another thing is, write down when you mess up. Like I've said this before, write down when you mess up, because then you can start to figure out why you are. Maybe it's, when you go out with friends, maybe it's, when you were stressed out, maybe it was, when you had an argument or something like that, or maybe it was when you were under a lot of stress from maybe like your job, or maybe it's from the workouts. Maybe the workouts are so hard they're making you it's jumping up your appetite so much that maybe you need to back off the workouts and start working out less, or start working out easier, less activity, less time. It could be a number of things, but just some ideas there. Everything's going great. I didn't quite make my weight goal, but I mean, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. It could be that it's going to be a 2 next week. Sometimes it's a 3. I'm only looking for a 1, but sometimes it's a 2, sometimes it's a 3. I didn't necessarily feel stronger today. I did feel stronger on a lot of the other lifts, but my bench didn't feel stronger today. I am having a shoulder problem, so that's something that I'm going to have to address in time, but I'm not really worried about it so much right now. As long as I stay healthy, as long as I can keep making the workouts, and as long as the majority of the workouts, especially the lower body stuff, is still moving forward and going up in numbers, I'm good to go. Because as I've said before, this is about getting on that board and performing better. Outside of that, I'm not trying to be Mr. Strongman. Progressive overload is just part of like what I need to do to reach my goals. I have a lot of good natural strength, but that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to do is have better body control. That's it. That's my quest. Happy Saturday.